Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing some rug concepts that I had sketched recently. I'm just going to ink them in and have a chat to you about what my thought process is and some projects that I'm thinking about doing while we watch me sketch. So some of the sketches that I've done here are different animals that I think would be fun to do. I'm specifically thinking about doing this in punch needle, which is what I did the Homer rug in. So I really enjoyed being able to do different depths of the needle, and I was trying to think of animals that would lend well to the different textures and depths of the yarn. First things that came to mind that are popular and fun and cute and would do well for a round rug was an axolotl. I was thinking I could do deep pink long naps for the frilly gills and have black eyes and mouth in tight nap, light pink for the whole face tight nap, and then adding a blue ring or circle around the outside of the face, potentially. I was thinking it might be fun to have a rug that is more of the shape of the thing. So basically the image of the face that I've drawn here with the little gills that stick out, having it actually stick out to the sides rather than be a round circle with blue filled in around it, but I haven't actually made up my mind on that yet. So on to the next sketch that I did. It's another axolotl. I actually really didn't like how this came out. I wrote a little note, I don't know if you can see it, but it says too fat and it's got a nervous face. So basically I was trying to just come up with different designs for axolotls. I used to own one, he was really neat, but they are quite fat. I just felt that this one was a little bit overemphasized on the fat part. It made it look kind of derpy. And I was trying to figure out how I would do this tail bit here and how that would work with the different textures and depths that I wanted to do for the yarn. So I thought maybe having it be a longer texture could work, but I don't know. I think I'm just thinking about it in the wrong way. These are some old axolotl designs that I did. I actually made a ceramic pendant, as it says there, out of these, and it was a heart ceramic pendant that said a lot of love in the center. It was pretty cool, and I always liked that design. I just was trying to recreate it in a way that might work for a rug. So here's the third design I have. Again, this is the idea of doing a circle around the outside, not just the outline of the creature or, well, the animal in the rug, but I don't know. I felt like it looked kind of like an egg. I don't know how familiar anybody is with axolotls and how they reproduce, but they lay eggs that are fairly transparent, and you can see the little baby developing within the egg, which is really neat, but that's what this reminded me of, and that wasn't really what I wanted to do, so I don't think I'll end up going with this, even though I did like the look of the axolotl better than the one above it that was just way too broad and didn't quite come out right. So I was thinking I could do its body in pink, its tail maybe in like a purple longer nap, the gills in a longer nap red, and then do a tight light blue nap for the entire outside. But again, that will make it look kind of, I don't know, to me it will make it look like an egg, so I'm not sure. I'm not sold on it. The next design idea I had was for a hedgehog. I think these guys are super cute. I actually had a friend in high school that owned one as a pet. They're adorable. They make these little hiccuping noises. They love to curl up in little balls, especially if they're uncomfortable or nervous. So I was trying to think of a way to make sure it doesn't look like a bear, which it started to a little bit at the beginning here, but is clearly a hedgehog. So I was thinking, because hedgehogs have long quills, I could do some really cool texture stuff and do this entire outer part where their spikes are naturally in the longest nap around the whole outside of the rug, and that would look really good. And then do a tight nap for the body, so that'll be tan, I'm indicating here. And then for the feet and paws and the face, I could do a brown nap around the face and pink for the arms and feet, but have them be a little bit longer to give it that extra depth. So I think it would turn out really good. I just haven't decided if I'll actually do it or not. And all of these are a round rug concept because I really liked the way the round Homer rug came out. If you're interested in that, you can take a look at the link indicated above and have a watch of me making my Homer rug where he's hiding in the bushes. Came out really cool. I did, I think, 4 different depth textures with that, with my punch needle. So my fifth design is Chub the fish. So I think these are called moors. We had them where we used to live, and we actually owned one for a while. His name was Chub, so I called this the Chub fish. He was a fun little fish, had really bulbous eyes, which is a feature of their, I don't know if it's a breed or it's a feature of these goldfish. I think goldfish breed technically. But I was thinking I could do the long nap on the eyes to really emphasize the googly, bubbly eyes that they have and give it kind of like a dark gray to black body. So the body color would be a really dark gray, but do lines for the fins and around the eyes and the pupils in black, and possibly do the fins in a long nap as well. I'm not really sure. But to give it kind of a two-tone look, I would do a goldish or maybe orange or yellow color for the bottom half of the eyes and the belly, just to kind of make it not just one solid, really dark color and blob. And then around the outside, kind of similar with the egg thing that I was concerned about with that axolotl, do a circle around the outside, but maybe do a light blue or a dark blue to be like water, like it's kind of swimming in a bowl. So my sixth and last design is a leopard gecko, another pet I used to have. Really great animals, love these geckos. They're really fun to keep, and they generally live in desert areas. When people keep them captive, they usually have them on types of sand. So I was thinking a sandy colored circular background, and then just a regular medium nap, maybe even a short nap for the entire body, and not really playing with the textures as much with this one. I didn't really like the idea of not playing with textures, but at the same time, I'm really keen to do a leopard gecko carpet because I can't say I've seen any leopard gecko rugs around, so I think that would be really great. The one I used to have lives with a friend of mine right now. I wasn't able to take him with me when I moved to another country, and I believe he just turned 22 this year, which is pretty crazy to think about. So I was thinking yellow basic body pattern with gray stripes and black spots, and then do a light blue above the eyes. They generally have black spots all over their body, and they can have black stripes on their tails. So I was thinking black and white stripes on the tail, and then white belly, white chin, yellow top. Just going back and emphasizing the gills on my axolotl and adding some little tiny details so I remember later. I don't copy these exactly when I make my rugs, it's just for the basic concept design, so I'm just thinking everything out here. Marking where the white belly and white bits would start, or color transitions in general on the leopard gecko. And that's it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little sketch video with me. If you're interested in more art videos, please like, follow, and subscribe.